In the heart of West Africa, where the dense forest of present-day Edo State swallowed the sunlight, there once stood a kingdom so feared, so mysterious, that even European explorers whispered its name with trembling lips: the great Benin Kingdom. Its Oba was no mere king. He was believed to be a god upon the earth, a living spirit of war and death. Behind the high red earth walls of Benin City, human sacrifices flow like rivers. Blood ran at the feet of shrines, skulls lined sacred groves, and the cries of captives echoed in the night. But in January of 1897, this ancient kingdom clashed with a new power. The British Empire, the hungry beast of the industrial world, greedy for palm oil, ivory, rubber, and domination, and what followed would become one of the bloodiest encounters in African history. The story begins on January 2nd, 1897, when acting consul General James Robert Phillips, alongside Captain Ala Boisragon, and a party of British officers, interpreters, and porters, nearly 250 men in total, set out for Benin City. Their mission was not peaceful. Though they claimed it was diplomatic, hidden inside Philip's dispatch to London was a chilling letter already written before he left. In it, he requested permission to depose the Oba, seize the kingdom, and loot its treasures. Phillips wrote boldly, "I have reason to hope that sufficient ivory would be found in the king's house to pay the expenses incurred in removing the king from his stool." Yes, he had already planned the robbery of Benin, even before stepping foot inside its walls. But the Oba Ovonramwen had declared the sacred Igwe festival, a time when no outsiders were to approach the city. He warned Felix through messengers, "Do not come. Wait until the rites are finished." But arrogance blinded the British. Felix marched anyway down the ancient forest road. Then came January 4th, 1897, a day of blood. At Gotham village, deep in the forest path leading to Benin, the earth thickened. Benin warriors, commanded by war chiefs like Olubusere and Oba's commanders, lay in wait. Silent, painted in war marks, armed with muskets, spears, and poisoned arrows, they prepared for slaughter. When the British convoy entered the killing ground, the forest erupted with hell itself. Muskets thundered, arrows hissed, machetes flashed. Men screamed, bodies dropped. The blood of white and blackness splattered onto the forest floor. Captain Boisragon and a few others fled into the bush, wounded, crawling through mud and leaves, chased by the echoes of death. James Phillips himself was cut down in the chaos. Almost every man in his party perished, their corpses rotted beneath the African sun. News of this massacre spread like wildfire. To Britain, it was not just war, it was an insult, a humiliation to the empire. The newspapers in London screamed for revenge, and revenge came, cold and merciless. On February 9, 1897, the British launched what they called the Punitive Expedition, but in truth, it was a campaign of annihilation. A force of 1,200 soldiers and marines, led by Admiral Sir Harry Rawson, armed with magazine guns, rifles, rockets, and dynamite, stormed towards Benin. Their orders were clear: destroy the city, capture the king, leave nothing standing. The invasion was a nightmare. Villages along the road were set ablaze. Men, women, children, anyone in sight were shot or bayoneted. Survivors were hung on trees as warriors. The worst part to Benin was littered with bodies. The forest itself seemed to wait with grief. Finally, they reached Benin City in mid-February. What they found was both magnificent and terrifying. Vast courtyards, new statues, glistening in the sun, shrines covered in skulls, and palaces lined with priceless ivory. But the British had not come to admire, they came to destroy. The city burned, flames swallowed houses, sacred shrines were defiled. The sky turned black with smoke as centuries of history were reduced to ashes. The Benin Bronzes, those masterful sculptures of brass, ivory, and bronze that told the kingdom's story, were ripped from their altars, stolen like loots, and shipped to Europe. Today, they sit in the British Museum, the Benin Museum, and private collections, trophies of blood. Oba Ovonramwen fled, hiding in the forest with loyal followers. But betrayal found him. By August 1897, he was captured and exiled to Calabar, where he lived under house arrest until his death in 1914. His throne of the gods was empty. The kingdom, once untouchable, had fallen silent under colonial chains. But the true horror was not just the fall of Benin, it was the sheer cruelty of the expedition. Thousands of innocents slaughtered, their homes torched, their gods broken, their culture ripped apart. British officers themselves admitted the city was not a savage wilderness, but a place of extraordinary art, advanced governance, and deep spirituality. Yet, they destroyed it in cold blood. And so, the great Benin Kingdom, feared for its rituals and power, ended not by prophecy or by natural decline, but by fire, massacre, and betrayal. Today, if you walk the ruins of Benin, some say you can still hear it. The cries of the slain, the crackle of burning wood, the clash of muskets. The earth remembers the blood it drank in 1897, and the spirits have never forgotten. So the next time you see Benin bronze locked away in a glass museum case, remember, it was paid for in blood, in the screams of a kingdom consumed by flames, in the terror of a people betrayed by greed. This was not just history. This was the bloody fall of the Benin Kingdom. If you like us to bring you more shocking dark Africa stories, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Turn on your notification bell to be notified anytime, any day, whenever we drop our new stories. Do you think that this bloody event occurred out of pride, greed, or disrespect for African culture and tradition? Drop your comments in the comment section. I promise to reply as much as I can. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you again next time. Bye.